We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with MULLEN stock, MULLEN Automotive Inc. continuing to fight here in this staircase effect of pushing up higher. And within today's volatility, it wasn't the only stock experiencing it. The overall market and the SPY did as well. And our SPY buy at 11 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 100% plus within minutes to an hour. Guys, if you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with MULLEN stock pushing upwards, fighting to stay above 40 cents, rejecting at key resistance levels. And in today's video, we're going to break down what's going on within the charts, the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Netflix bot. Our Netflix bot sent out a bear indicator at 9:55 a.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 80% plus within minutes to an hour. Guys, if you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to our Discord, getting connected over to the 42 vision indicators. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with MULLEN stock, MULLEN Automotive Inc. doing a full transition from red bars on Friday to today's pre-market bright green bars and back down to red bars. Now the last piece missing within the volatility is white with red borders, and we have not seen that since way back here on January 19th to complete the transition into what we call the dip area on 42 vision. Now if it's your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the rips to the dips to the rips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here, and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with MULLEN stock, MULLEN Automotive Inc. under a bull indicator since way down here at 34 cents, continuing the staircase effect here up to this point. And the question mark is, will it bounce off of here and have even further strength? Because no bear indicator has popped up, but in yesterday's after hours, which was actually Friday, right? The previous trading day, not yesterday specifically, but previous trading day, it was way back here at inflows of 0.002, and those outflows crossed, and right now we're at minus 0.02. This is critical and important because outflows are dominating. No bear indicator just yet, and if these inflows do not pick back up, a bear indicator could possibly pick up on the volatility, and support levels will be crucial to watch, especially if those outflows continue below the midpoint, pulling things down even further and reflecting that weakness into the chart. Now we're going to talk about some key levels here, but the first thing is, let's look at the volatility here on the 15-minute. A lot more volatility going on here, and we're under a bear indicator, right? Bull indicator this morning from 40 cents to highs there of 44. Outflows began, they crossed, and it's been below the midpoint all the way until after hours here, as it's right there at the midpoint. And this is crucial going into tomorrow, because if it stays below it or pulls away from it and that bear indicator continues, that could quickly start to reflect into the chart, right? Now, if inflows can pick back up, I would watch here if this bear indicator can get canceled, get that strength to reflect into the chart and pull away from the midpoint to the upside. And with doing that, also pulling up the 30-minute with it, which would be crucial to start going towards the midpoint or even possibly crossing it, right? So let's go ahead and talk about some key levels here I would watch within the charts. So when we zoom out and we look at this from the 1 hour, we need to look at the key level here of the outflows dominating all throughout the volatility. Even way back here when things pulled up on the 29th of December with that bull indicator from 20 cents all the way up to 47 cents. The outflows were dominating all along. When it came all the way back down, and we've been going upwards since way down here at January 19th, outflows have been dominating all this time. Now, one key thing I want to look at here, if the strength continues, is for these inflows, even though they're red, to turn green, and even if they don't cross the midpoint, to get closer to it so that this strength can go up with it, and we can also see the inflows starting to pick up with it. The last time inflows crossed was way back here in October, when it went from around 21 cents to 45, came back down to the 30s and bounced up to 64 cents on that previous squeeze way back in October of last year. And the Ortex data and Fintel data was showing how shorts seemed to be covering because the short interest was going lower at the time while the stock was going higher. And you could see the amount of inflows there at 0.14, 0.14 both times. Now, here we are with no inflows actually picking up, and I would like to see this go from red to green and try to get closer to the midpoint and start reflecting that strength together in the chart. And if it could cross it, that'll be even more interesting, and it will actually start to be something to watch if these resistance levels that we've previously hit are going to even be reached, right? So right now we're above 40 cents. This is a critical level. It's been fighting to stay above that within Friday's trading day, and also here on Thursday when it rejected and brought itself back up, came back to it, and it's still fighting here to stay above it. Outflows are below the midpoint, and the first thing I would watch is if these inflows can start picking up and getting back over that midpoint. And not only that on the 30-minute, but also here on the 15-minute, pull away from the midpoint, cancel that bear indicator, and get a bull indicator in the process to reflect that strength into the chart. Now, the first level to the downside is going to be 40 cents. Then below that is the 38 cent area. And if that gets broken through, I would watch closely 35 cent area and how these outflows react as they pull away from the midpoint if things continue to pull downwards. And I would also watch here on the 30-minute if this bull indicator gets canceled by a possible bear indicator. Now, to the upside, the first resistance is 45 cents, and then above that is 48 cents, 50 cents, and I would watch if these inflows could bring themselves back up, as I stated, on the 30-minute here on this chart, and also the 15-minute. And if it could cancel that bear indicator on the 15-minute, get a bull indicator, and that this bull indicator here continues to hold true within the strength of the chart and continues to push up with this staircase effect to newer highs and pushing up to new resistance levels. These are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. I'm going to be watching those bull and bear indicators, inflow versus outflows. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.